My name is Molly Criner, and I began coming to the City Auditorium with the San Angelo Civic Ballet to watch them do the Nutcracker when my daughter was only 6. She loved dance. She always wanted to come. It was a dream of hers. It became a Christmas tradition. Later, my daughter became a dancer with the ballet, and we spent many hours in this building. I helped with costumes. I sat in the front row down there, sewing and trying costumes on the little girls while the big girls were dancing. It was a beautiful, amazing place. So awesome to see it restored. When I was a young girl, my mother was an amazing seamstress. She forced me to learn to sew. I hated it. I always told her I will never have to sew when I'm an adult. I don't know why you're making me learn this. And then lo and behold, I became a costume chairman. We sewed and cut off and adjusted and altered and created about 800 costume pieces. And I can guarantee you that on the night of the first performance, people were stepping on stage literally with a safety pin being, put in the end of their costume as they were stepping on stage. It was amazing. It was crazy and wonderful memories for my teenage daughter and me. I wouldn't take for that. This space, although beautiful at the time, was obviously ancient and in need of repair. To see it like this now, after bringing my daughter here when she was 6 and so enchanted with sitting in the balcony, and then later sitting in the front row sewing costumes and trying costumes on when she was in high school, to see it now like this and to know that Nutcracker is going to come here to stay probably is just amazing. It's a great tradition, a great San Angelo tradition, and an amazing place to have it. My mother, by the way, was quite amused that I wound up sewing 800 costume pieces. She giggled all the way through it and said, "See, I told you so." Wouldn't trade those hours with my daughter and with the ballet staff and with the students for anything. Great fun, great memories. Ballet has certainly had an impact on my daughter and all the other students that I watched go through the program while she was there. My daughter went from being someone who was terrified to speak in front of a small crowd to someone who could have this place filled up and dance confidently in front of them as a high schooler. The first year she did a pas de deux with a visiting artist was just terrifying for her, and yet she overcame her fear and did it anyway. And not to mention the long practices and the perseverance and the dedication to something that mattered to her. She always cared that the audience was going to get the most when they got here, which they certainly did in this space. This space, not every community has a place like this, a historic, amazing place like this. And to have danced here, several Nutcrackers, for these students who are dancing here, that's a memory that's going to go on forever, particularly to do it at a traditional time of year like the Nutcracker, when the whole city, it turns out, and everyone's in their Christmas finery, and just what a memory, what an amazing memory. And that the arts could have that ability to bring people together, to enjoy a tradition, and what it did for our family was we are a West Texas country family, and my husband and the rest of us learned to come and love the dancing and the beauty, and that certainly ballet wasn't in our mindset before that, but we learned a lot about it and came to appreciate all that our daughter learned. The impact that the beauty and the pageantry had on her, her confidence, her ability to imagine beautiful things and carry them out. And we wouldn't take for those memories and those times. And I love that this space is now redone. It's going to be served generations to come with the same benefits, and that the students are getting to perform here, that the kids are getting to participate in a decades-old tradition that their grandmothers remember, in a decades-old space that's been made so beautiful again. You don't have this kind of a facility in every community. And in this small, relatively small town, to be able to dance here, wow, they're going to remember that forever.